Welcome to the Closing Beat, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're having a good day so far. If you are not having a good day, then you will in just a second when we tell you what the stock markets have done today. If you're watching for the first time, this is called the Closing Beat. We're financial advisors at Jazz Wealth, and our goal is education. And I'm going to tell you a story at the very end of this that has taught me that I need to teach more. So be ready, because what's coming and what more I plan on doing is just going to be great. So I hope you'll check it out here on our channel here, as well as check us out at Jazz Wealth. We can help you if you feel like you don't get the service you want or the help you need at another place, and you want education, you want support, you want someone to walk you through all this mess in the markets from a statistical standpoint. Well, I hope you'll consider working with us here at Jazz Wealth. This show is basically just go over the stock market, tell you what happened on the day today, and you are not reading those numbers wrong. On the right-hand side of the screen here, I believe, left hand, the Dow was higher by over 1,000 points. That's officially the largest. I tweeted it the second it happened today. The Dow, that's officially the largest gain for the Dow ever in history. The entire history, that is the biggest gain in one day. So one of the interesting things that I posted on YouTube, I tried this. This was different. You can post just a post on YouTube. I haven't done a lot of that. So I took a picture of CNBC's website when the Dow hit that 1,000 points, right? And I wanted you guys to see how all of a sudden the mood, the feel of that homepage was exciting and yay, celebration, and how there was even a comment that it says almost every person thinks the market will rally in 2019, whereas just the other day it was doom and gloom and it was scary and oh my gosh, you need to pay attention. And I'm not saying that they're bad people, I'm just saying look how quickly sentiment changes. You just have to know where you're at and what you're doing. Don't worry about everybody else. So check that out if you get a chance. I just thought it was an interesting screenshot. Also, I've been tweeting nonstop since last night when the Nikkei, if you look at the Asian markets, the Nikkei was down 1%, and in like 30 minutes or less, it flipped to up 1%. And I tweeted that right away as soon as it happened, and I put hint, hint to try to, not get in trouble, that, this is the first sign. That's what helps make the markets rally, at least here in the U.S. Now, as far as the stock market goes, we got the Dow higher by over 1,000 points. That's almost 5% in one day. I can't even do it. 5% in one day if we're just having some fun today. The S&P 500, 5% in one day. The Nasdaq, almost 6% just in the one day. You could see the gains, 361 points on the day. That's impressive. Now, if we go over to the charts here, well, I'm not sure if I can do this. Hi, he still knows how to do it. So if we go over to the charts today, today is a bottom, right? I'm comfortable saying that. I won't get in trouble for saying that. Today in the Dow, today in the S&P, today in the Nasdaq, officially and technically marks a bottom. The reason I can say that is because technical traders will use today as a reversal, an extreme reversal. So if you saw what happened on Christmas Eve, yeah, it wasn't the heaviest volume and everything, but to reverse all of that and more in one day marks a technical bottom. So you want to go tell your friends the bottom is in the market. For now, that's the answer. We'll need more information to see how far we take this, but it would be the first time ever in history if the markets reverse this tomorrow. So then there would be some reason for panic, really. So just know in the short term, I'm comfortable saying that this is a bottom, whether you're looking at the Dow, whether you're looking at the Nasdaq or the S&P. In the short term, doesn't mean, now here's the big thing, this doesn't mean that the markets are going to scream to highs, right? So I've done a great job sort of teaching our customers how to get excited about the declines and how to make sense of it all without being that guy that's just like, yeah, invest more money. So I've done a good job of that. However, the biggest panic that I got in emails today, I kid you not, over 100 emails from customers that said, wait, I want to put money in. Like, can you hurry up and get some money in for me because I want to buy this dip? That was the biggest panic. That's how you know we're doing the right thing. We're teaching you in the right direction. Now, I do not think the markets just go to new highs. That will most likely not happen. I would be absolutely floored if that's what happens. So expect the markets to continue a little bit here higher and then just find direction. Look for government shutdown news. Look for trade war news. Earnings is going to be the big one. We are going to go crazy for earnings season this season coming up. That's going to be a big focus. Look for the markets to sort of settle in and wait for that to happen. Therefore, if you are investing in the long term and you said, darn, I wanted to get some money in at these lows, don't worry about it. Don't feel like you're missing out on anything. The markets are still down 15%. We haven't magically erased all the chaos that's happened. You'll be just fine. So, of course, we'll walk you through it. So, technical bottom. Here's what I want you to notice when I just said that there. If you look at the S&P 500, here's the last sort of waterfall drop, an impressive reversal day where we all said, okay, that's a bottom. Notice it was a bottom, but it was not a bottom immediately, like a V-shaped bottom where it falls and immediately rallies. It definitely was not. I think this will be much of the same. Today's impressive, but if tomorrow's negative, we don't give up. If it pulls back a little, then shoots higher, that's all okay and very, very much normal as far as this goes here. If you look at the S&P 500, all but one stock was positive for the day. Newmont was the only one that ruined our day. That's a gold mining stock. That makes sense, right? Everybody that just spent the last couple weeks flooding themselves over to gold, I'm speaking to one person in particular, you know who you are, that said, I want to go invest in physical gold. Have at it. Good luck, because you got some weakness over there now, but still you expect that. So Newmont was the only stock that didn't go positive today. I tweeted that out as well when there was a bulk of stocks that were positive on the day. I wanted to just kind of share the last time that happened. That's my statistical area, by the way. If you're on Twitter and you like that sort of intraday geeky stuff, what's going on, that's where I have fun posting that. You don't have to follow or anything, but if you're interested in that, that's where we'll do that at. Okay, here we go. So oil, big mover on the day today. You're going to see that on the news. That's over 8% reversal off the bottom. That's also a bottom. Oil has just put in a short-term technical bottom. Everybody that follows, all the algorithms that follow this will mark that as a low. So there's your significant day. 42.50 marks your sort of significant reversal bottom there. Anything oil related, such as the oil explorers, oil service companies, oil transportation companies, they all had positive days on the day as well, all putting in short-term bottoms. So I don't use that word lightly. You know, I've never really said that way. So just so you know. Okay, retail had a good day today. Apparently everybody wasn't scared about the stock market as far as Christmas goes. Christmas still was all good. Everybody had a good time. Mastercard reported that it was the best season since 2012. Retail sales up 5.1%. As the retailers start coming out with earnings, that's going to be a big focus. How much did you guys go spend? How much did they have to discount in order to get you to spend? So that'll be a big one when we get to earnings season. So remember kind of that we said that there. Amazon, they reported a record holiday season as well. However, they don't put out numbers. They only put out the numbers for earnings. They do that intentionally. They do it every year. So they reported that it was good. All they said was they had a record-breaking holiday season, and they expect to and hoped to break through their previous projections of earnings, which they set really, really low. So I thought I'd point that out. Oh, hey, one more here while we're here. Roku, if you guys follow Roku, we talked about this a little bit. They were upgraded, a company called Needham. They are an analyst firm. They picked it as their top pick for 2019. So everybody always asks me, Dustin, what's one stock that you like? What's your one pick? If you had to pick one, gun to your head, which one would you pick? Needham came out and said 2019, their top pick is Roku. So granted, it's down 150% from the high, so you get a little discount there. They said that strategic positioning, demographic reach, and other advantages make it its best pick for 2019. So if you like, this is that time of year where a lot of these analyst firms will come out and say that. So I like to keep up with it, you know, share with you what others are thinking. Okay, if we go and look through the S&P 500, all the interesting names near the top of your list are going to be oil related, because oil really started the reversal today before everything else. The market sort of chopped around, even went negative, I think briefly, 300 up, 300 down. I tweeted about that, how fast it did it. That was a record before going positive. So oil was already trending higher. And for that reason, you'll see a lot of the oil stocks near the top of the list. You're also going to see your big tech names, your FANG names, if you like to call it that. Facebook with a very impressive reversal. Amazon, we already pointed out. Apple, very nice technical reversal off the bottom if you like following charts and things like that. And then Netflix, Netflix was one of the bigger movers today, almost 9% on the day. Your industrials, your Boeing, your Caterpillar, all near the top of the list. That's great to see, by the way. Industrials were very, very weak. If I could just talk and ramble for a moment. Industrials had found their, transports had found their way all the way down to support in the longer term. So that's your technical traders coming in there. I don't know if I need to go through all of this. You know, retailers up at the top of the list, lots of good stuff. The two most important things, your banking and semiconductors, very, very impressive reversals there as well. So a lot of good stuff, right? You just have this broad-based participation in the overall markets that people were really, really excited to participate on. And in particular, you know, that's the computers, right? Overflushed to the downside causes that bounce to the upside there. We are not out of the woods yet, by the way. The government is still partially shut down. Don't let the news scare you on that either. The government's not shut down. It's just a piece of it, partially shut down. We've got the trade deadline coming up. That's going to make headlines. Earnings are going to be a big one. You know earnings are going to be a big one because here's what's happening. I'll tell you real quick and I'll get out of the way. All of these analysts and all of the companies are now starting to say, we had expectations of earnings to be X. Now we're letting you know it should be about here. Well, they lower that bar intentionally. They'll lower it to just a number where they know they can beat it. So when earnings reports come out, yes, it's revised, but we beat, right? So expect that to happen coming up. Lastly, I will say, I'm asking for those of you that have been through this type of market before to just leave a comment below. If that's all you do for us, help somebody who has not been through this. Let them know. You guys have done great today. I've seen a lot of these comments. Let them know that it will be okay and how they need to stay the course because I can only do so much. And the reason why I point this out is because there was one person today that said, Dustin, I'm done. I can't do it. And I said, I know you're scared. Let me tell you, have you seen what we're doing to try to help you understand this? A smaller person said, I'm done. And I said, well, okay, wait, please, don't sell just yet. Let me explain to you. Let me help you. Let me walk you through this. They said, no, I can't do it. I don't enjoy this. It's not fun. I then said, if it's me, if it's our company, let me help you transfer it because that'll buy some time where you still have the positions. Let me help you transfer your account. They said, it's not you. I love you. I love doing everything with you. Everything's fine. That's what they said it was great. You know, great experience. They didn't want to invest. I said, please, please don't do that. Wait 2 or 3 days and then I'll gladly do it for you. They said, no, Dustin, I'm done. I can't do it. This is not exciting to me. They just started in October. So this was early this morning. I said, okay, if there's nothing I can do, I will close your positions. We'll wrap it up. I'll show you how to go ahead and take care of this. He literally sold at the bottom of the last 3 months. So that hurt me. That made me realize there's more that needs to be done. There's more education that needs to be done. There's more fine-tuning that people need. Whether you're watching here and you're never going to work with us or you currently do work with us, it let me know there is still so much more to go in this industry to educate people to make the right decision. And so unfortunately, that was a casualty, right? And I wanted to share that, not in the sense that I'm upset with that person, but that I feel like I tried. I did everything I could to teach that person, and it just didn't hit in the right spots. So with that in mind, you know there is a lot more coming because as much as you'll have me, I'm going to keep teaching. I'm going to keep helping you guys with anything. As long as I have some knowledge in it, I'm going to help you guys with it because, like I said, pull you through this right now. You can kick, you can scratch, you can cry, you could turn your head and look the other way, but I am going to pull all of you through it. And if I can get you through it once, then you'll know exactly what to expect the next time. So I appreciate all of you guys that are watching and helping post stuff in the bottom for the comments so people understand that, how it works. You're running around like your hair's on fire. That's hilarious. We'll put it out and go take a little break today. You can relax a little bit. Serby, thank you. Thank you. Michael says he'll take a boring month after this roller coaster. Actually, I mean, statistically, if you look back at what happens after such a sharp decline, it is going to be a boring month and a half. So you might get your wish, Michael. David says, no, man, bring it on. Keep it coming. That doesn't mean, you know, maybe there can't be some volatility there. We'll try to make it. I mean, I don't know. I don't control this stuff, but I just like to look at the data and see. So you guys pretty much know the next month and a half going into January, it could be a bit calm. We'll see. There's always an extreme, though. Buy before the sales report, China news, government, etc. comes out. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know of any Chinese report tonight, at least. anyone that impacts their market and therefore ours. Stick says, my first real dip of 10% in your portfolio. I'm proud to say you didn't do a single thing. Hey, if you're only down 10%, you're doing good. Those that are investing aggressively and you guys really are diving in, I can't blame you for being concerned. The idea, though, is this is going to happen. Got to teach you. Just got to walk you through it, and that's all it. If everyone made the right decision, no, that won't happen. Now, it's not because that buying is the right decision. Realize that other people have other game plans for their investment. There's people that want the market to fall all the time. So there's always going to be pressure on the downside. I get that question a lot. What if everybody always bought every dip? Would the market never dip? That's assuming everybody always wanted the markets to go higher. There are many, many, many people and hundreds of billions of dollars that always want the markets to go lower. Yeah. I love it, Stick. I love it, I love it. David, tonight is Wednesday, is it not? No class tonight. No class this week, actually. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Nope, not this week. We're also going to start expanding our Wine and Wealth classes to have some basic intro classes for the beginners and the more geeky advanced classes for those as you build up to speed. We're also building a library so that as people join us, we get you all invested in everything. You'll actually just be able to binge watch a whole library of really specific videos to help you from all sorts of different topics. But nothing this week, sorry. Family in town, Thursday night. Is this a record for a single day? Only for the Dow. I don't believe the S&P 500 126 or what it was 116. I don't think that's a record. At least my little alert didn't go off that it was. So we have alerts set for everything. Don started investing before 2008. So Don is a great source of experience there. If you started investing before 2008, you made it through there, you pushed through. Good job. I mean, that's the toughest moment in my lifetime as an adult, right? Like, so the 87 crash, I just wasn't old enough, right? What was I? 5? I was 5'4"? I was 5 years old or something. So obviously that doesn't, I can study it, I love studying it, but to live through one, that 2008, good job. Yep. No problem, David. Well, I'm going to wrap it up there. Listen, I'm serious. More in the way of education. If you don't like it, you don't have to listen to it. If you're one of our customers, I'm just going to send you an email. It's going to have a little video in there or something. You don't have to open it, but I want to teach. I want you guys to understand this so that you all know what to expect. We'll go through all kinds of market cycles together, and you'll know what to expect in all of them. But anyways, appreciate it. Great job today. I don't know. I'm kind of complimenting the market. Enjoy. We'll be back tomorrow. Yep, we'll be back tomorrow. And have a great rest of your day.
Why should you choose Jazz Wealth as your retirement or long-term investing service? Our portfolios are managed by us, not some faceless mutual fund manager. Our private classes will teach you everything about investing and getting your dough straight. Best of all, our fiduciary standard means your best interest comes before ours.